Hi everyone, welcome to Advent Workshop's how-to video on how to make your nativity ornament. I'm excited that you guys are here and hopefully you have your bag of supplies. Looks something like this. Has contact paper and popsicle sticks and a nativity outline and some black cardstock, twine, and also tissue paper and confetti. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to make sure you have is your hot glue gun ready to go, because the first thing we're going to do is glue our popsicle sticks together. When we're done gluing them together, they're going to look like a little house, like a little manger. So the first thing we're going to do is glue our roof together. So go ahead and put some glue. If you don't have a hot glue gun, glue dots will work, or you can even just try regular Elmer's glue. There we go. Okay, so you're going to glue these first two together. That's the roof of the manger scene. And then you're going to lay that down. And the next two pieces that you're going to put on are the sides of it. Now, I don't put them all the way on the outside. I put them kind of in a little bit. I'll show you again on my example. They're not going to be glued over here. They're going to be glued in a little bit more. So I'll make a little dot there and a little dot on the other side. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the sides of my manger scene up. Okay, so now you should have something that looks kind of like this. And then the last one you're going to do is you're going to flip it over. So the roof sticks are going to be on the top and the bottom stick is going to be on the top. The sides of the manger are going to be behind. So let me get my other sticks. Okay, so a dot on the bottom of each of those so that you can put your stick on the bottom here. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this on my little plate here and let it dry and set my glue gun aside. The next thing that we're going to do is the inside of the manger ornament. So you have two options. You received a bag of little pieces of confetti, and then you also received some pieces of tissue paper. So with the little squares of tissue paper, you can rip the sides of them, and then it looks like stained glass, kind of like the picture that was on our Sign Up Genius on the Facebook page. Or you can use the little pieces of confetti. I chose the confetti for mine because it reminds me of a birthday party, and obviously Christmas is all about Jesus's birthday. So that's why I chose the confetti, but you can choose either. Both look really cool behind the Christmas tree lights. Okay, so you're gonna take one of the pieces of your contact paper and you are going to peel the back of it off. Okay, and it's super sticky, and you're going to lay the sticky part up right in front of you. So just like this. And then what you're going to do is you are going to put the confetti or the tissue paper right on the sticky part. So you're just going to kind of cover it. So I'm just going to spread mine around here. Make sure it's covering the entire piece of contact paper. Get all those colors on there. All right, so it looks like this, kind of just like a big pile. I'm gonna shake off the extras, so you don't want it to be bumpy. All right, so we've shaken off most of the extras. I'm gonna just wipe some off here too. Make sure it's nice and flat, because that way the contact paper will actually stay on the other side. So you're gonna get your other piece of contact paper, and you're going to peel off that layer, back of it. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to get these apart. This is going to be the hardest part of the whole project, guys. Okay, so once you get the other part off, you're going to stick it right on top of where you just put the confetti or the tissue paper. And then you're just going to push it down so that there's no wrinkles in it. Start from the middle and then push out. And I'm going to go ahead and flip mine over and push it on the other side too, just to make sure. Awesome. Okay, so you should have something that looks just like this. Pretty cool. So the next thing you're going to do is get your little house that you made, put it down on top of the contact paper that you just cut out, and then you're going to cut around the contact paper just so that you can cut the edges off. Kind of keep it right there in the middle. So you'll see, you can kind of see the outline, making sure that it's staying right where it needs to stay. Cutting around, it doesn't have to be exact, we'll trim it up later. Just kind of getting all that extra off of there. And then I'm going to cut the bottom. Okay, so all these are just trash, so we'll set those aside. So right now I kind of have the outline of my little manger scene. So what you're going to do now is you look at the back of your ornament. Your back has these two pieces right here. You're going to put some glue on both of these, and then also a little dot on the top and a little dot on the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we're putting some glue, a little dot on the top, there we go, a little dot on the bottom, and then down each side of our manger scene here. Kind of want to do it fast so that you can go ahead and then stick on, oops, your contact paper that you just cut out. So once you've got those glue dots on there, go ahead and stick your contact paper on there. Obviously mine is coming off a little bit. We'll go ahead and trim it, no worries, but just make sure that it's stuck on there really good. All right, so that's what it looks like. So now what you're gonna do is go back and just kind of cut the extra parts of the contact paper, just cut those right off. So I just trimmed off the paper on the top. See, now you can see just a little bit, that's okay. And cut a little off this side right here. All right. Okay, so once you've cut off your little extra pieces, you should have a little house that looks just like this. Isn't it cute? Looks like a birthday party house for sure. It's a nice little nativity scene, and it's going to be so colorful on your tree. So then the next thing that you're going to grab is your cardstock and your nativity scene outline. And what you're going to do is you can tape it on here if you want, or just hold it down, and you're going to trace it with a pencil so that you can see really well the outline on the black paper. So good, just a regular pencil. I have a mechanical pencil here, and then you're just going to trace it all the way around. Don't forget to get those little parts on the inside. Okay. So it doesn't have to be a perfect trace. You can always adjust it, but there's kind of the outline. So what you're gonna do next is cut it out. And then once you've cut it out, you'll have the little black part of your shadow that's gonna go right on your ornament like this. So this part takes a little while just because it's a small piece of paper and you kind of got to cut out the little sections. So some sharp scissors, some grown-up help is super important with the sharp scissors and the glue gun. But then once that's done, you're going to take your glue gun again and you're going to just put a little dot on the back of a couple dots on the back of this nativity outline that you just cut out. There we go. And then what you're gonna do is make sure that when you put it in, it's tucked just below that bottom stick, like this. And then you have your little nativity scene. So cute, right? Okay, so then the last part would be that you grab your piece of twine that you got in your bag, because we want to be able to hang this on the tree. And you're going to put another little dot of glue right here at the top of your roof on the back. All right, got my little dot of glue. And then you're going to wrap the twine in a loop. Get a little hot glue on you. There we go. So there's your little ornament. So now once it's all dry from the hot glue, you can actually just go ahead and put it on your tree whenever you guys have your tree up. The other things that you can do, you can certainly paint the popsicle sticks. I decided not to because I liked how bright the regular popsicle sticks are, but you could paint them brown or whatever color you want. So that's pretty fun. And then, so there's lots of ways that you can kind of finish it off and make it your own. So I hope you enjoy it. And thanks for choosing the Nativity Craft.